We all want to learn faster, right? To make things actually stick in our brains. But what if I told you the best way wasn't about studying harder? What if it was about using one simple trick your brain is already totally wired for? Well, let's dive into that. This quote just hits the nail on the head, doesn't it? Real understanding, true understanding, isn't about memorizing a bunch of complicated facts. It's about being able to break it down and explain it in a way that just makes sense. So let's figure out how to use this idea to our advantage. So think about it for a second. How do you usually try to learn something new? Chances are you fall into this really common and, let's be honest, super frustrating trap. I like to call it the forgetting cycle. Does this look a little too familiar? You read a chapter, you get out the highlighter, maybe you even rewatch a video, but then a day later it feels like, poof, it's all gone. This whole approach of just passively taking in information again and again, it's just incredibly inefficient. But here's the good news. You do not have to be stuck in that cycle. Your brain actually has a preferred way of learning that's way more effective, and it just cuts right through this whole problem. It's all about making one simple switch from passive to active. So what is this shortcut? What's the secret? It's not some complicated system or a new app you have to download. Nope. It's a simple trick using words that taps directly into how your brain is already built to make things stick. And here it is. I call it the explain it out loud rule. The simple act of taking a complex idea and actually saying it out loud in your own simple words forces your brain to grapple with it on a much, much deeper level. And that is the magic moment when information finally becomes real knowledge. Now, what's really cool about this is why it works so well. It's not just some neat little party trick. There's some pretty solid brain science behind why explaining something is the absolute key to understanding it. Let's break this down. First, to explain anything, you have to get your thoughts in order. You have to create some kind of logical story. Second, and this is a big one, as soon as you try to explain it, you immediately find out what you don't know. Those gaps in your knowledge become crystal clear. And finally, and this is the most important part, it flips a switch from just passively receiving information to actively engaging with it. And this just illustrates the difference perfectly. Over on the left, you've got all the passive stuff we've been talking about, rereading, highlighting. But on the right, you see the active versions. So instead of rereading, you're explaining. Instead of just highlighting, you're simplifying. Instead of watching again, you're organizing the ideas yourself. It's a total game changer. From a neuroscience perspective, explaining something out loud is like a full-body workout for your brain. It lights up multiple networks all at once. You've got your language centers trying to find the right words, your memory centers pulling up the facts, and your reasoning skills trying to connect all the dots. It's a full brain exercise. Think about it. Who knows a subject the best? The teacher, right? Every single time they explain a concept to a new class, they're actually strengthening and deepening their own understanding. They're basically using this exact technique for a living. Okay, that's enough theory. Let's actually put this into practice. Right now, I'm going to give you a very quick 30-second challenge so you can feel this for yourself. Here's what you're going to do. First, pick any one thing you've learned today. Could be from this explainer, from an article, whatever. Now pretend you're explaining it to a 10-year-old. That means you got to use simple words. Okay, go ahead. Try explaining it out loud, right now. So, how did that feel? I'm willing to bet you noticed exactly where you were confident and probably where you stumbled a little bit. See? That's the technique working. So now let's take this powerful little exercise and turn it into a simple, repeatable formula to make sure your knowledge actually sticks. This is it. This is your new learning formula. After you learn something new, step 1, explain it. Get it out loud. Step 2, simplify it. Make that explanation even clearer. And step 3, challenge yourself to explain it again tomorrow, but this time in even fewer, more precise words. Do that, and you lock it into your long-term memory. So as we wrap things up here, I'm just going to leave you with this one question to get you started. Don't just let this be another piece of information you hear and then forget. Put the technique into action right away. So, what is one topic you are going to explain today?